Hello, one and all. Happy Shatterdaze, everybody. Hopefully, all is well. Uh, Good to be back on the show. It has been a hiatus for just a moment, but as you can see, I am back. We're doing okay. Hopefully, everyone is doing good. We are smoking on some glue ball, I believe is what it's called. And it's pretty good. So, cheers to it. With me, of course, is the panda. There's that panda. All right. Mr. Burns, how's it going? Indica or sativa? I think it was a hybrid. To be honest, this was on the discount section of my dispensary of choice as of late. It's actually pretty good. Small little popcorn nugs, but pretty good. Um, yeah, I'm a broke ass. I can barely afford anything. I'm sure a lot of people understand that. Um, and that being said, it's kind of what I can afford, not what I can get. So yeah. Anyway, cheers to it. Hopefully all is well. I am more of a. It's kind of funny. I like a hybrid usually. Kind of leaning on maybe the sativa side sometimes. Probably more indica though. And I know when I'm growing, I want an indica. They just grow bigger and I don't know. I've just always enjoyed them more. Mr. Burns says, I smoked a joint with my friend earlier. That was the first time I smoked actual weed in like a month. I've been hitting carts. Yeah, I mean, I've had that as well a little bit recently. Normally, I start the show with a joint. That's more my thing. But I've been trying to limit how much I'm smoking a little bit. Not because, again, why I want to. It's just how much I have. Smoking out of the bong a lot. Uh, lot harder to smoke as much as rolling a blunt. Bam, there you go. How many bowls did you just, bong bowls? So it is what it is. I do have high hopes for the near future. Pete Wiper, yo, have a new peace bong. You do or I do? I know I don't. I haven't got a new piece in a long time, unfortunately. Uh, but yes, um, that's another thing I wish I could do more of. That is probably more out of the question. But like I said, I do have some things in the works right now. I have a bunch of grow stuff started. I have 3 rooms getting ready with multiple systems, all deep water culture, hydro stuff. I just acquired a whole bunch of extra gear from a friend who's had it forever, back when we used to grow back in the day, and he quit too. But we kind of lost touch. And now he's like at the point where he's like, man, I made my money off of it. I grew my pot off of it. He's like, now it's just in the way. He's got a family and a job that he doesn't need if he wants pot. He doesn't smoke much pot anyway, and he definitely doesn't need to sell pot. So it's kind of out of it. Panda cat. I got a panda cat right here. I got a panda cat right there. Right there. Get that out of the way. Oh, I can't see the panda cat. All right. There you go. That's the panda cat. Anyway, some Mac one. I've seen a lot of mac and cheese recently. The cheese strains. I've had good and bad with cheese strains. I remember when I first saw them. I think when you first encounter a new terpene profile, it's always exciting to me. That's why I'm like, sometimes I want to try something new, like those cheese flavors, and then rotate back and then this and that and then see what sticks, in the long run. Again, the first time try stuff, I'm always super excited and I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I have to give it a little bit longer. Jesus, yo, what's going on? How you been? Okay, I've been okay. I won't say I've been great, but I've been okay. Doing a lot of work while I can. I have been going to the cardiologist a whole bunch because apparently I'm not doing great heart wise, but I'm on medications. I'm here. I'm alive. Uh, it is what it is. Um, I'm getting surgery on my shoulder within the next couple months as soon as they can schedule me in. So that's good. I'm trying to do a whole bunch of work right now, physical work, as much as I can, even though I got a fucked up shoulder, but a fucked up shoulder is better than a completely out of service one. So trying to get some stuff done. Did a lot of cleaning on the grow rooms and tents because that shit's a pain in the ass. My least favorite part of the grow room shit is cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, and then usually hydro like I have it, and I just got this giant controller, which just is a giant water reservoir on the side of the grow tent that feeds water into all your plants, so you don't have to do it every day type shit. Uh, I got one of those, so I'm trying to automate my grow as much as possible. That's always been huge for me. But Tom Fox, hi there from a frozen lake. That actually sounds kind of nice. I don't know how I feel about ice fishing in general, but it looks nice. Snow is mixed for me. You know, I actually love the look of it, and I love the feel of winter. I like the coolness of it, you know, but it just sucks working in it. I think is the only thing I don't like. So, whoo, what are we gonna do? We're gonna change this thing because that's bugging me. There we go. We have the Wheel of Dabs over here, which is actually pretty hard to read anymore. Let's put this guy. Yeah, there we are. Anyway, so we're gonna do some dabs here. Smoke some bowls. I have about an hour and a half before the guitarist from my band is coming here. This is also my studio, by the way. Hooked on Phonics. I definitely have a love-hate relationship with winter. Yeah, like I love it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Um, but yes, so I'm gonna be here for about an hour and a half, give or take. Um, my guitarist is coming from or the guitarist from the band I'm in. It's just a habit to say mine, but obviously there's no ownership implication really. So the guitarist for the band I'm in is coming over at 7:30 Mountain Time, my time, and we're actually going to be doing some recording for our EP on the album. Panda Cat, which is good. We've had a lot of troubles with who's recording us. We had a drummer change. We've had, you know, a couple things setbacks. The last person to record us on was recording us on tape, like analog tapes, VHS tapes, which is just interesting. I would say I was very concerned from the get go. Um, but the biggest problem, more than quality, was how quick it took, or how long, I should say. It took us like 4 months to get this guy to. He wouldn't like answer our like reply to our texts. You know, we weren't calling him because that's kind of weird. But so we were texting him like, "Hey, when are we gonna set up another recording session?" and all this and that. So that took weeks and weeks and weeks. And then we finally get it done, and it took fucking like 3 months after that. So a month of recording, it went for like a day's worth. You know, if it would have been done correctly, really. Uh, and then it took fucking like 3 months to get our shit converted from fucking VHS tape over to a little flash drive with all the masters. So this has all those master recordings, and then so that's forever. We had to pay to have the tapes transferred. We had to pay for the flash drive, and it just kind of went shitty. And then we got them, and then the guy we don't, you know, to mix them it costs a lot of money, and then to master them and this and that. So I'm putting my hand in, you know, because I can do those things. That being said, so I mixed them, and the guy was asking for quite a bit of money after. I didn't set up any of these deals, so I kind of walked into it. They already had a deal going on, the band, with him to record. So this has been in the making for about a year, I'd say. And then I've been in the band for just under a year, something quite a bit under a year, like 9 months or something like that. Anyway, um, so I didn't know what their deal was or how much they were paying or whatever. And really, they had never worked anything out. I guess the band had previously recorded with them before, and then so there's no set price, which is rough. No hourly set, no, and I'm like, yeah, I like to know those things before I get into them. Otherwise, shit like this can happen at the end. So he asked for a little bit more than we thought was worth for the recordings, especially since they weren't amazing. The drum tracks turned out pretty good. Um, but it was just recorded live off the floor, and it's an interesting thing. So the point being is we are on the fence whether we're going to pay for some of, pretty much we'd have to pay for all of those recordings and then use the usable parts, which is probably like a full song, and then some drum tracks out of a 5 song recording session. So it's a weird thing. A lot of who knows how shit's going. But that being said, tonight we're gonna start some new recording, see how that goes, and if it sounds good, which I have every expectation of. I have my entire rig here. I've never really walked you guys through that, which maybe is something I should do sometime. But I have everything you need to record here now. You bring your instrument, and everything else should be pretty set for a studio. A bedroom studio. It's on the higher end. For a studio, it's on the joke scale. Panda Cat, dig it. I've been switching out my samples on my Kong Volca sampler. That's kind of, I'm guessing. Wait, Korg. Sorry, I suck. That's why I'm like Kong. Korg. Yes, your Korg Volca sampler, which is cool. I watch Accurate Beats. He does a lot of that stuff with the like sample. I've never fucked with those things. I have recently thought about getting back into making just music. I don't even know what to call them. I just call them rap beats for the most part. Beats that could be rapped over in some way or some form. I was just listening to some old stuff I did, and I'm like, I love all this stuff. I wish my old computer didn't crash, so I was still able to work with all those old tools that I was working with. Even though most of it was pirated, and I'm happy to have what I have now anyway. So that being said, music. Classic. I was hoping you would make a appearance. I've been trying to get a hold of everybody and tell them I'm still alive and well. I was supposed to be on last week and the week before, but I've had shows. I've had to deal with recording, and I was mixing and starting to mixing and recording vocals. So busy, busy, but great to see you. And good evening to everyone, he says. They say. I've never really quite clarified on that. Panda Cat. Samplers are so much fun. I've seen them done, and it looks very cool. It looks like another thing I'd have to learn, but samplers, loopers. I love the analog hardware. Hardware stuff where it's actually you have something to play with and touch, and there's some performance in it. Not that playing with the computer isn't, but it's just different. I love making music in general. All right, Aaron. Hey, long time no see. Glad I could catch the stream. How's the band life? It's exactly what you'd think the band life is. The one good thing I'm very proud of. So you know what I mean. It's the very much like the starting kind of band life. But I don't know. I have a bunch of guys who take it very seriously, which is important. We have our own like recording studio practice space that we have for doing live drums and shit like that. Because I can't do live drums in my house. Not with this cat; she would freak out. So that makes it feel a lot more professional. We're talking about getting a tour van, bus, just like a little bus van, and that's probably the smallest one we can afford, just to lug gear and get us around. Just the basic shit where we're doing bars and shit like that. But the one good thing is we've been told many times, and we always do the best. Like we do the show, and we always have usually the best performance, whether we're headlining, we're in the middle, or we're fucking completely the first people to open on. we usually have a great, like the best turnout, and we've had a really good time selling merch. Uh, we've been told by a couple different people on the like scene of local Denver metal, which is one of the best the best metal scenes in the country, um, that we're like one of the hot kind of things coming out right now, which is really fucking cool. Like, yeah, so things have been going good, and of course, there's been the drama as well, mostly of dealing. Shit gets crazy when there's money involved and where to spend it. You know, we're making money off of shows. Where's that money go? We're fucking recording things. Where's that money go? Pretty much the biggest thing is much like this show, anything you care about will consume as much money as you feed it. But you know, you feed it and it'll grow into a bigger, better entity. You just gotta know what you're building, you know what I mean, and invest wisely. And I've been putting a lot into the band, and then you know that puts a lot of pressure on it too, so it's very good. I love the band life. That's all I have ever wanted to do. I've been thinking a lot about making the electronic like rap music type thing. I hate to call myself a rapper because that seems, I like a vocalist, so I can cover the metal thing, the rap thing, singing thing, anything at once. I'm a vocalist or a musician, and I'd like to do that because it's a lot easier to get a gig as a fucking rapper than a metal artist. I'll tell you that. Metal's it's hard to find a gig. Classic. Uh, papaya cake, live rosin, real clean and tasty. That sounds amazing. I love the papaya stuff. Uh, yeah, I've had some good stuff, and the live rosin. I mean, that's where it's at. I might have to do a dab just listening to that. I probably will. The rosin is still probably the best way of dabbing that I can think of offhand. It's also the best flavor. Sometimes it's not the most extreme high, but sometimes that's a good thing for a lot of us. Um, but I can do hotter dabs, I guess I should say. I don't like hot dabs, but I can do some pretty damn hot dabs of some rosin, cough a little bit once or twice, and then be okay. Fucking a lot of the other shatters and stuff, I have to do super low temp, and I'm still hawking it up. So, and I've been doing some industrial stuff. I like industrial stuff too. I like to venture too, and then mix and match. You know, Aaron, I finally scooped my dream glass piece recently. Stoked to be able to tune in and dab along. Is it anything I might know about? I mean, dream piece. I had a few. I was really into a couple of glass artists over the years. I mean, I have quite a few people. I have some more reasonable priced ones. I have some dream pieces. They're like, yeah, good luck. But yeah, super into that. Classic from the vault. I have been up to a lot of. I've been to a lot of concerts in my day. At the Who concert in '75, I saw Keith Moon fall off the drums. Wow, that's pretty crazy. And the concert was postponed to April Fool's Day. You won't get fooled again. Wow, that's actually pretty amazing. Keith Moon, obviously an amazing drummer. I've really realized how important a drummer is, especially to a metal band. It's such a thriving uh, music. You know what I mean? Like it's got a lot of punch to it. That punch, a lot of it, and like is gonna come from your drummer. And playing it hard as fuck too, smashing the shit out of the drums is fucking. Like, Keith Moon was great at that. It's having balls, you know, when you play and not being afraid to. Like he destroys Kit, obviously. So I mean, not being afraid to hurt with drum set and real like making the drum set your bitch pretty much. And he's was an icon. He's what helped start that attitude. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's like the attitude of Keith Moon and or like an Angus Young, or there's a few of those people where I'm like, okay, regardless, they're great musicians, but they brought so much more. And they're kind of like metal to me. That's like a metal feeling. They're more metal heads than rockers almost. Jesus, bro, I did some shrooms the first time almost a week ago. Had a bad trip and was crying for hours. Well, how much did you do? What were you doing? What type were they? Do you have any advice? There are things not to do. Usually, that's very rare that I heard. Usually, the first time people have it, their first trip usually is good. Usually, it takes a few before you have a bad one. But I always, if I could do both, it'd be even better. What with the mic, Jesus. But what is it? Terrence McKenna said it, and I think he's a great person to quote when you're looking at hallucinogenic advice. It doesn't give you what you want; it gives you what you need. It's like the Rolling Stones, you know what I mean? And sometimes we need to get broken down, unfortunately, and sometimes we need built up, and it gives us it what we need accordingly. Aaron, it's almost a RBR from Bear Mountain Studios. I got a 10 millimeter double diffused for 850. Okay, it's a RBR. What am I thinking? Probably know it, but I'm not recognizing RBR. Help me out. But from Bear Mountain Studios, I want to see it. Bear Mountain Studios. Bear with me, people. Most of my Instagram is consist of now it's starting to consist of bands that I meet and shit like that and become friends with. There, Bear Mountain Studios. Okay. Ooh, those are pretty. I'm following that right away. So, oh man, right away. Look at some of those. I really like the ice stuff going on. That was an instant follow, you know what I mean? And they look very functional. Looks like those things rip nice, to be honest. Ooh, some crazy stuff there. I like these fucking designs, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I like, yeah, those are looking nice. Sorry, I'm glad. See, I like that. I follow shit when people say stuff. All right, Mikel, time for a fat dab. I read that. All right, let's go back up. See what I missed. All right, but yes, those are amazing. 850, and it looks fucking sick. Leo, what up? Hey, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Mikel, drummer is the machine. I mean, it's just I have so much respect for the drummer. I always have. Panda Cat loved drumming. Uh, I one man bandit program. Yeah, that's kind of how I do it for a long time. But I love having a band now. You know, even when I was doing solo stuff, I always had the dream of getting a crew to help at one point. But yeah, Leo, gonna drink some more tincture and hit a hit the third bowl in a row. Well, cheers to that. I'm slacking and I'm about to do a dab and get back to it. I just miss talking with everybody, so I get wrapped up. Woo! Frankie, what's up? A long time no see is here tonight. Hello, everybody. Mikhail, that ice one is cool. Yeah, a lot of them had the frosty look, and I like it, and the blues and stuff. Although I'm not usually a blue guy, although there's a lot of blues, but I like the red accents on this one. Uh, I'm usually go for the red spectrum of things, but I love that it was blue. And again, that back to the ice. We were talking about snow earlier. Love looking at it, just not always working it. Anyway, Aaron, have you? I have added you on IG. Good call. Thank you very much to everybody who adds me on IG. Um, I can probably send you the video of the glamour shot of the piece I got. You should. And the dude who sold it to me takes great dab videos. You should. Just DM me the video of the exact piece I nabbed. For real, it's been a while. Ring Leo, yes, it has been a minute. So it's good to see all you guys. Check your DM, says Aaron. I am doing that now. Robert Riggs, how you been? See? Oh, a lot of people have you had your operation yet? So I finally got the okay for my operation, but now again, COVID once again is kind of making everything take a lot longer for whatever reason on surgeries. But whatever, we'll take it. I'll take the excuse that they give me, and should be within a month or two. I just got a bunch of bad heart news in the meantime that I would have never found out had I not had to get my shoulder worked on, which it constantly hurts. So yeah, still in pain with that. But had I not gotten the shoulder surgery recommendation and told to do so, I wouldn't have found out quite as much about my heart as I did. So on a bunch of medications for the heart, okayed for the surgery. Just gotta schedule it, and then I'll probably be doing this show a lot more as soon as that happens because I won't be able to work quite as much, and I don't know. I'll have to figure some shit out. But hey, we'll take it one day at a time, and we'll figure that shit out when it comes. We'll cross that bridge when we fucking cross it and stuff when we get to it. All right, Leo, I'm gonna check that out right now. Classic. I bought one of those long neck bulbs for the ooze pen, and it works really nice. It's a cool attachment. I think you did send me the ooze pens, and those looked really nice. If that sounds familiar, that I think I said I don't know the ooze pens. I think you showed me. I'll have to check those out. Um, I've been really having to cut back on everything just out of money. So, all right, Aaron. Up there it is. No, and karaoke. Okay, so I got the band thing going on. All right, so there it is. I'll show it to everybody first. Ooh, yeah. There we go. The young homies out there. Got a couple bitches sipping on the queen. There we go. Ooh, look at that one. See, I really dig the shape. It's a really good recycler shape. What does BRB stand for? Oh, yeah, you gotta tell me so I know, so I sound cool. Yeah, that function looks insane. That little tornado and stuff, looking good. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Aaron, refined Bell recycler. They function so well, like, bro, it's crazy. I saw that. I saw that. The function is out of this world. The piece shakes from the water movement. Um, this one does it a little bit. I mean, that standard bong, but my big bong fucking like rumbles. This one's got a nice one too. I really love how this the bottle shape feels, and this is like a worked down stem with like just two diffuser holes, kind of like I don't know. Some functions really well. I'm a big fan. That thing looks just fucking insane though. Other than like, yeah, my Chong Bong, I don't have any there hitting up towards grand anymore. I have a couple that I bought. That's why I really like some of the steals I got. I haven't bought a piece in a long time either. Be tight back. Be right back. Frankie, are you gonna be tight back or am I gonna be tight back? No, yeah, that thing looks insane. So we are going to do a dab. I'm gonna hit the bowl first after seeing that, and then I gotta grab some hash. We'll take some dabs. I still got about an hour before I figure out what's going on with the band thing. They're coming over here, so fortunately, I don't have to do much. Maybe put on some pants. I'm in my pajamas. But other than that, everything's fine. Aaron, same bro. I only got it from. Oh, wait. Okay, Aaron, same bro. The guy I got it from was originally paid $12.50, so I got a steal. And sometimes that shit happens. Okay, my friend got a Gus Glass double dragon pipe, and he didn't even know what the fuck it was or who that person was. He just randomly saw it on Instagram and was like, "Oh, that's cool," and fucking bid for it at like some weird time, and no one bought it. So he bought it for like fucking less than $200. I think like $190. Those are like fucking $800 fucking pipes. And so I told the guy that. Well, actually, yeah, I told him that. I think I don't know if I told it before or after, but he's cleaning it with a fucking pocket knife, the bowl out of it, cracks the bowl. I'm like, dude, I told him I'd buy it. I'm like, I'll buy that broken one because I'll take it and see if I can't fucking repair it. If he can fix that, I know some places do special repairs. I'm like, fuck, dude. Uh, yeah, fucking, that was a hard here. I never saw it broken, but listening to him describe it, I'm like, oh, those Gus Glass fucking pieces are amazing, dude. And he showed me a picture of it. It was so nice. I'm like, yeah, that pipe is nicer than almost anything in my entire collection. And you broke the bowl, you bastard. He's such a flake. Love that guy, but oh my god. All right. Mikkel, what do I play? Uh, I'm ripping on my BC Rich Ironbird at the moment. So right now I have quite a few things. I'd say my number one thing that I actually play if I'm actually on stage are these two basses right here. I have a Soundgear 700 Ibanez and a PV Foundation, uh, a cheapo, but I love that one. So, uh, yeah. But then I have, I think you can see my yeah. Here's my Epiphone Apparition, which I love this guitar. It's only obviously like foot tall, but no, I love that guitar a lot. Also, you can see somewhere in the background the neck of a Laguna fretless bass. I can't really see it unless I move this, and it's kind of stuck where it's at. But I have a Laguna fretless. I have a Fender Squire fretless. My guitar player's guitar is up right there, a Jackson Randy Rhodes something. I don't know the model, but there's a bunch of guitars. I also have pianos, electronic drums here. Right now, I just got a Boss Katana 100 lead, and I love that fucking head. Yeah, Mikhail, bass is tons of fun. Yeah, see, yeah, they're hiding there. Yeah, that Epiphone Apparition is fucking amazing. I love that one. All right, Aaron Glad, Frankie, I just woke up from a nap. I'm glad you made your stream early. I'm going to wake and bake with you. Thank you very much, Frankie. And then Jesus, it was actually 2 grams of the cubensis, I believe, was called Thai cubensis. Thai cubensis, I believe it was called. I haven't quite heard of that, but I've looked at a lot of different shit, so probably seen it or some variation of it. There's so many different types of mushrooms. I would stick to something more common, maybe next time. I can't stress enough that B plus are a great place to start, especially if you're growing. They're big, so you get big yields. They're strong, so they're just as potent as any I've had. They're very easy on my stomach compared to the other ones I've had. So there you go. And they're easy to grow in general. Sandy, great to see you on Air Venom. Thank you. Great to see you. I was looking through my collection of quotes this week, and my favorite one was of yours was chance favors a prepared mind. And no joke, I've recently had a crazy run of good luck with that in mind. I have a cat here as well. Um, I don't know. I just got done. I was slacking on my grow stuff, but I finally got it all together and put it all together. She just like sitting right in the center. She knows there's a camera right there, and she has to be the center of attention. Center of attention. But so I've been slacking on that, and as soon as I got done cleaning and fixing up and getting everything all set up, getting my deep water culture, I found a strain that so my friend who's looking for new genetics, new strains, new seeds was looking at the same time I wanted to start. I had a friend of mine donate tons of gross stuff to me, like hundreds of dollars of gross stuff because he wasn't using it. I was kind of talking about that earlier. My mom was growing for a while and now she kind of isn't. She has too much on her plate. And I'm like, well, what do you know? I could use more gross stuff. And then, all this. I've had a lot of people help me out. And then I had another friend fucking have a bunch of light bulbs and shit. So I'm like, wow, that was a conveniently timed thing. Just little shit like that. Had worked out. The music way has I as soon as I acquire all the stuff I want, I'm like, what do you know? That was perfect because now I need it. It's working out well. Everything's falling together quite nicely. Um, I just hope I can keep that momentum up. All right, Jesus, not bad, nice rip. Oh yeah, I need to get on it anyway. Classic. I'm using hemp rope made by beeswick to light everything. I'm not using butane anymore and it's getting cleaner. And my girlfriend is super, super into that. Um, Something I keep on the down low is I am vegan. So I try to avoid beeswax. Not that I think it's the worst thing in the world, but the point is it's really hard to find hemp wick without beeswax. Let's say I'm just allergic to it. That sounds better. But anyway, I was trying to use soy wax. Well, I wasn't. We were thinking of using soy wax and hemp to make our own because, yeah. So I might do a video on how to make your own hemp wick. And I'm guessing it'll probably be cheaper and for me, more usable. But she is so done with inhaling butane. I have been too. So I have electric lighters, to try and avoid it. And the cats, it makes this weird, horrible noise, and the cats can't stand it. I got a lot of cat stuff going on today, huh? So I don't use my electric lighters, and yeah, I think that's awesome though. I've been trying to make that move towards hemp wick as well. Uh, Big Mo from AZ. Cheers. Bam. Dabbing it. That's what I need to do. Leo, Jesus, all strains of cubensis have the same alkaloids. I know people swear up. It's a weird thing because we are the scientists and we are the test subjects and we are the ones writing, a lot of what the differences between strains are and their effect on us. I think it's also what you're doing and your state of mind. It's so many different things. Um, but yeah, I imagine so. All right, Frankie, thoughts on the Fender Squire Jaguar bass? I've never actually played one. They're interesting looking. Uh, Squire stuff I don't hate. So one of the first buys I ever made musically for myself was a $300 Squire jazz bass fretless right here. And I love this bass. And I don't. So when I first bought it, I hated it. Hated this bass, hated it. But my father had one the exact same. So I'm like, oh well, I just always had a draw to want to buy one. You know what I mean? And then I started looking into bass, and of course Jocko. And there's a lot of people that play these. So I bought the Squire bass for $300 at Guitar Center, and I hated it. Nothing I could do would make it sound good. I didn't like how it played. I kind of put it on the shelf and said, well, I made a fucked up mistake. Oh well. And then I found this guy, this metal bridge cover plate in my dad's things. And it was to his Fender jazz bass, his nice one. He took it off, obviously. And it just made me think, oh man, I remember how much I love those. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put that plate onto my jazz bass. So I'm like, yeah, I equipped that. And by this time, I put it away and learned a lot more about bass. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, oh, this action is terrible. And it's not intonated. And then I'm like, oh, and it fucking needs new strings. So I put some, goddamn, I can't think right now. Goddamn. Flats. I put some flat strings on it. So, yeah, and I love this fucking bass now. And I put the pick guard on. So it didn't have a pick guard, didn't have the fucking Fender cover, didn't have the flats on it. and it wasn't set up right. As soon as I did all those things, I'm like, this bass plays amazing. I love this bass. It's been on a fucking hanging for a while. I haven't played it in over a year, so it looks like the truss rod's a little fucked up at the moment. But just some quick adjustments and shit like that, and it was playing amazing. And $300, I'm like, man, I've played some fucking Fenders. Again, it's a lot how you set up your instrument. I've noticed. I also took had this like sticky polyurethane finish on the back, so I took some that green sponge shit. You know what I'm talking about for cleaning. It's not quite SOS pad, but then you use that to wipe it down. Just did that for a while. It took all of that off, and now it's like a natural wood kind of feel to it, and it slides, and it just doesn't get all stuck, and it just plays better. And I'm like, you know what? Squire stuff is amazing. I know some Squire stuff that's really good, and also some like a cheaper Fender stuff made in Mexico, the Mexico brand, older Mexico stuff. It's amazing. I'm not obsessed with brand. You know what I mean? See something that works for cheaper, I'll go with that every time. Leo, is it more? It's more about how well the grower did. Are you talking about strains of the mushrooms? Yes, and I'm always wary because they're so susceptible to molds that I kind of grow it myself or don't do it. But that's me. I'm really big into that. Same with pot, dude. I can tell you some horror stories. I'm about to start. I'll use that as a way to segue into some other shit about some awesome grow stuff that might be happening on this channel. Going to my friend who's got a whole fucking huge grow operation. I'm starting a fucking big grow operation. We're gonna combine the grow op and just make videos mostly because we're not doing anything. We both just smoke. I smoke more. Me and my girlfriend smoke more than I can grow almost at this point. And I have a feeling once I grow pounds, I'll be smoking these huge blunts and I'll still be able to smoke it. So I'm not worried about that. All right. I'm not quite sure. It was given to me by a friend, says Jesus. Yeah, see, and that's what I mean. But I don't think it's all that on good or bad trips. There's a lot to it. Big Moan, the kitty. Yeah. This kitty's crashed too. No. Leo, hempwick is cool, but it's hard, annoying to light off the hempwick every time. I can't stand the smell. That's good to know. I actually have never used it again. I've always kind of avoided it, but always wanted to. I think the cleanest way, right, is with the magnifying glass in the sun, taking hits of weed with that. Still, actually, technically, haven't done that. I think I might have done it once, like outside of school, that long ago. Jesus, yellow lemon ice water. It's great for the heart. Tons of fruits, especially after meds, which is good. I try to have lemon water anyway. I love that shit. Good call, Jesus. It's also good for like weight loss and all these crazy things. And that sounds connected. Not that I'm overweight, but my heart fucking is the heart of a man who's just eats shit all day and is bad to their heart, apparently. Panda Cat. Go with a Novation Circuit mono station. Those things are dope. Has some fat bass. Those things are fucking awesome. I have one. Dude, so this table right here, I wanted to get a second one and just cover it with shit. And the Novation Circuit was definitely on there. And they have these cool wooden fucking like stands for them and shit. Fucking custom made. If you go look at them, they're fucking dope. If I had a bunch of money, I would have already been playing with all that. Good kitty. That's a good kitty. You get plenty of love right over there. All right. Frankie, that's a nice looking bass. Now I love it. So like I said, it went from me hating it and thinking I just wasted $300. I'm never buying a cheap piece of this shit again to realizing how you set up your instrument is so important that you can buy a super expensive one and it won't mean shit unless you set it up. All right. So Big Mo, horns in the air. Panda Cat, I have a Jackson guitar and it's very sexy. Yeah, I see a nice Jackson right over here. I don't like touching it because it's my guitar player. So but it's right over there. Big Mo, Panda Cat, PK. Yeah, it needs to be spoken a little bit more. Cheers, Panda Cat. That was for you and for everyone else. Billy Bong, hello and good to see you. Speaking of guys who have a good grow up, hopefully all is growing well with you. Nah, hopefully you're doing good, man. Missed you. I'm glad to see you, dude. Hopefully all is well, swell in the world. Frankie, magnifying glass and sunlight. Yep, wouldn't that be one of the? That's the cleanest way to fucking take tokes. There's nothing but sun, solar tokes. Panda Cat, I think I've been subscribed to this channel for years. I've been on for a couple years now. I think I started in 2018. So I haven't been active lately, unless you call the streams active. And even then, I haven't been keeping up to the streams as much as I should. So it is what it is. I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to stay busy. I like even tonight, I have people coming over for recording, and yeah. So, but tonight should be fun. Even though I have a very small space, so it gets really hard to record multiple people and stuff. I kind of like doing it one at a time, and now I have more than one person coming over. Apparently tonight, I just found out, and it's like, great, now I gotta make room. So other than that, everything's good. Yeah, I just got so much shit. I don't have any room for anything else. Leo, gotta take the climb to the mountain with a clean piece and light up some top shelf with the sun to truly taste the terps. It's the only way, right? That's how you really do. And honestly, there's a little bit of truth to that. I think going to a really clean place, like outside in nature, preferably up where it's, the mountaintops is great. That's my type of nature right there. Mountains is where I go. I don't go to the beach. I go to the mountains. So, and then you get the fucking sun going, and there's nothing to interfere with what you're smoking. You know what I mean? That is, as clean as I think you can get, especially with a nice clean piece. Yeah. Some fucking fresh mountain spring water. No, that's how you do it. Not a climb, just a walk. Panda Cat. Novation products are top notch. I've only seen them online, but I've always liked them. Panda, I paid $450 for my Novation mono station. Use it to grow. Used to be grow videos, right? Smoking Divine OG Kush and cheers. So I've done a little bit of grow stuff. I keep on being sidetracked. Every time I grow, shit gets fucked up. So I'm really, really optimistic about what's going on right now. I have just popped the last 3 seeds I had. I have one gelato cake, and it's regular, so it could be male or female. So who knows what's going to happen with that. And I popped 2 G13 haze. Those are popping up as little baby seedlings right now. And from those, I'm going to grow them and clone them out, and I have to fill up, a few rooms. So it's going to be a while before I'm having any flower or anything like that. I also just ordered some seeds. I ordered some Tropical Blizzard from Green Shock Farms. So I'm super, super fucking hopeful that those are going to be as good as they look, and have there's a lot of awards under his belt. He seems like a great guy. He works with a lot of people I like. So we're hoping for that. Tropical Blizzard is the one I'm going to be pushing for a while. I'm personally a Northern Lights fan, and that went really well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right. Novation, hell yeah. I love smoking some in the nature and in the woods. Smoking on the beach is also nice, says Frankie. Both are great, like you said. What I meant by that mostly is I'm nowhere near a beach. It takes me at least 24 hours to reach a beach, as far as I can think of. Like flashing. So I'm hoping. But the mountains, I'm only a couple hours away, is what I meant to say. Anyway, good call, Frankie. Good call, everyone. Cheers. I am about to do a dab. what we have here, for those who don't know, is a wheel with a bunch of dab rigs written upon thusly. We spin whatever it lands on, we go ahead and take a dab at it. Whatever it does land on, I'm going to have to change out the water and grab some wax or whatever I'm smoking on. So let's do that right now. Panda Cat. Yeah, I live at the beach. Love smoking by the water. I'm kind of being born, I think, in a more mountainy area gives me a nice natural fear of the ocean and hatred for seafood for whatever reason. Frankie, yes, I love Northern Lights, one of my favorite strains. So Frankie, it was one of the first ones I grew. Definitely the first one I grew, where it was one of the best weed I've ever smoked to this day. And I recently, that was what I started growing a whole bunch of. I did like 7 plants of that. And I just let them fucking die because my whole life was kind of fucking falling apart. My shoulder hurt and it was too much work. And I was broke like I am now, which is risky. And I couldn't afford to fucking not go to work. And I was tired and yada yada. I've also apparently haven't been healthy. I found out recently that that's been a big part of it. You know, I'm like, God, I have felt bad. There's been a lot of reasons why. And they're like, yeah, you're not doing well. So I'm like, okay. If anything, I feel like I'm doing great for all the shit I've been told. Just lots of heart problems. Like, just my heart's fucked, you know. And they're like, yeah, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be bad. I also have a vitamin deficiency in a couple of things from stuff. So they're like, I got vitamins and fucking prescription pills. So hopefully that fixes all that crap. But Northern Lights. So the point being was I got that on my last grow. It started growing. I let it go shit, threw it away practically. And the shit that we harvested from my literally garbage fucking plants was still better than most of the stuff I got in the dispensary. It was what I was smoking for the last Shatterdaze for a lot of them. I'm finally back to dispensary bud. So Pete loaded another bowl of cotton candy. That just sounds nice. This time around with seeds, I tried not to go with a name because I know a name might, just might, be not what you get when you order from a seed company. It should be, but maybe it isn't. Or maybe a name doesn't really reflect what the pot is. And there's literally a fucking 100,000 plus names out there because any grower can breed. It's becoming legal, so everyone's doing it. A lot of people just call things a different name because they want to get the newest thing out and it's old seeds with, you know what I mean? They're like, this is a cross of this and this, and it's really just that and with a new name. And people smoke and whatever with their eyes. Speaking of eyes, this thing's tripping out fucking brain, huh? Let's plug it in so it stop with the madness. All right. There we go. That's better. So, um, yeah, I didn't shop with my eyes. I guess it's eyes. I didn't shop with my imagination of how the fucking name sounded or my reputation so much of what went into it first. This time around with the genetics I picked to grow because I'm actually caring about this one. I actually care about this grow. I'm not gonna let it die, and I'm not gonna be a fucking jackass and fucking, you know, I know where my priorities lie. I smoke enough pot that it has to be a big one for me. So, and now I have a much more automated grow system, so it'll be easier to upkeep. That being said, the genetics I decided to go with was someone who I watch. It all started with I started listening to the Mendo Dope Boys, a rap group about, you know, a stoner rap group. They talked about growing weed. So eventually, after a long time of me listening to them, I went and watched their videos. Turns out they are like they grow massively, you know, and they talk about it in the music, so I kind of heard and knew about it already. But they grow huge outdoor plants in Humboldt County, and not Humboldt County, in Ukiah. So fucking right in there, you know, the Emerald Triangle type area in Northern California, which I've always wanted to visit. So anyway, uh, I watch their videos. They have a bunch of how-tos, a bunch of behind the scenes on making music, a bunch. They're into a lot of the same things I am. I would love to collaborate with them eventually, somehow, in some way. Maybe, who knows? So, point being, they teamed up with a guy from Green Shock Farms and did a crossbreeding grow. They grew like it kind of grew together for a while. I don't know if they still are. I think they are. Don't know. Haven't watched anything of theirs in a while because I've been too fucking busy. So and I try to watch it in chronological order, and they have so much shit. It's hard to fucking get back logged in. But so anyway, there's this guy from Green Shock Farms. He's a super nice guy. I really like his grow ethic and the way he at least presents himself. And he has lots of awards under his belt. And like I said, you get to know that person. So the Mendo Dope Boys have a website where they actually distribute a lot of the seeds from all the people that they know and collaborate with. He was on their website. So I know this guy. I like him. The website itself is from someone I kind of know and like too. At least I follow. And I'm like, okay, now I'm going with who's doing it, not just what. That being said, I picked one of the ones I really like, or at least what was left, and I thought sounded really good. Um, they are meant for outdoor grow, but I'm gonna see what I can fucking pull off indoor with their stuff. So very interested. Uh, Long story short, tropical blizzard. That's what we're gonna be rocking here soon. And right now, I have the last of my old seeds I got from the last grow. I got them for free actually. G13 haze, and I got a seed from a dispensary of some gelato cake, and so going with that stuff. We'll see how that goes. For free, I'm not expecting a whole lot, and one's feminized. These new seeds I'm going with are classic regular seeds, so yeah, sex them, male, female, get the sensimelia and go with that, clone it. And I'm hoping to just start a whole circulation between me and my friend so we have some good stuff to circulate back and forth. Uh, it'll probably be a minute before I'm buying new seeds. Panda cat, at least me personally. Oh, wait, let's see here. Jesus, I honestly don't smoke much in my house. I mainly dab. If I smoke, ooh, cat rubbed up against this tripod. It's not a very sturdy tripod. All my stuff's at the studio, my music studio with the band. Uh, oh, all right. Load another bowl of cotton candy. Ringo, let's go. I know I need to really hurry up and do that. If I smoke a joint, I just take a stroll. That's a good way to go, Jesus. Although one of the good things about this house is I can smoke a lot in here, so I do. It's just pot and dabs, but that's what I like to smoke. So it's nice having your own place sometimes. All right, most of the time. Panda Cat. Yeah, I like the launch pad and the circuit, or circuit tracks, or the poly pads are so addictive. All you and all you need is one seed. Yeah, and I'm hoping that's what I'm trying to do. You just nailed it on the head right there. With one seed, I'm trying to clone it and go off of it. So right now I have one seed that's already sprouted. So even that one seed I'm trying to go with, and it's a feminized. So I know it's a female, like pretty much 99% sure it's a female. So 1 in 100, it's not, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. And then I have one more that's starting to sprout out of the rock wool, one seed. So hopefully there. The gelato cake I got from the dispensary weed, I mean, that was really free and it's a regular seed. So I'd have to sex that one. That's who knows what happens there. So at least I'm started with some G13 haze, which I don't really think I've smoked G13 haze. I've heard about it an awful lot. It's classic. Not hate and not the mix it is. But anyway, the point being is gonna go there. But once I get that tropical blizzard, it was 12 seeds for $215 fucking dollars. A lot of money. So they better be the best fucking seeds ever. And once I get it going, I'm like keep that genetic around. My biggest key also lately has been trying to find a way to keep plants circulating, having babies and mothers blooming and flowering. So, yeah. All right. PK, Panda Cat. It's nice up here. I used to live there in high school. Up where? And then Panda cut a clone. Yep, that's the way to do it. Uh, Classic. We have a Bountiful Farm dispensary. Wait, we have a Bountiful Farms dispensary here in NE. Is that Nevada? Is that Nevada? I'm stupid. But yes, yeah. So that was another thing. I didn't know where to get some clones from or where to get some, because some dispensaries sell their seeds of the plants of what they're growing, and that's how my friend was buying his seeds to grow for them. But I'm like, I've always had this weird feeling that dispensaries aren't going to sell you the seeds like very like of their good strains, because if you're growing it yourself, why would you go back to the dispensary? So I had this weird feeling. I'm like, I don't know. But you never know, especially with the clones. I used to get the worst clones from fucking this dispensary. There's LeConte's Clone Bar, and it's a dispensary, but they also have a bunch of clones all the time, which is cool. And except for they're kind of pricey, and then I've had terrible luck with them. So I don't know. You gotta be careful. I also, yeah, you gotta be. There's a lot to it, really. Uh, Handicap used to live up in Northern California. Oh yeah, now I'm at the beach in California. Okay, so you've gone up to west, north, at least a little bit northeast to west. Anyway, that's cool. I've had great times in California. Not the friendliest people, and I've known a lot of people get like robbed and shit out there while we were there, but I've had a great time. So sure, we can't lean on that. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of Cali. New England. Okay. I don't know why I thought Nevada. All right. So thank you. Um, I imagine that there's some good stuff everywhere nowadays. Like I said, I like the idea of getting it from the dispensary, like your seeds to grow your own, because you can try what they're smoking. You can be like, I can't have an eighth of that, and then you can come back if it's really good and buy a seed of it. I like that idea, but like I said, I'm wary. So, all right, let's spin this wheel. The wheel of death. I also knock everything off. Uh, Going crazy with the spinning. What was that right here? Good enough. And good enough. And this is not a chong. That's also good enough. All right. Frankie, only states I've visited was Florida, Jersey. It's a Jersey thing, and New York. I have heard bad things about all three of those places, to be 100% honest. But I have never been to all three of those places, so I don't judge places until I've been there. But we are going to load up. Actually, like I said, I need to dump out some water to that bong, reload it, and we'll take a dab. And yeah, we'll see what's going on from there. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Uh, I will be back in uno momento. All right, let's see here. That's going to be kind of hard to get to nowadays. Got too much gear over here. There we go. Bam. And there we are. And of course, it's not fucking clean. I suck. All right. Let's get this all loaded up. Oh, are you keeping my seat warm? You don't have to jump. You don't have to run and jump and hide. All right. Ooh, Leo, I'm gonna go cook myself something. I'll be back later if you're still alive. Hopefully, I'll still be alive. I'm staying on for another about half hour. I'm gonna stop probably a little, give or take. That's probably plenty. All right. All right. So, Frankie, I've lived in Florida for 27 years, and I can confirm it's not the best here. Yeah. See, I've heard. I'm starting to learn a little bit more about Florida today. If you can't live on the, sometimes California has this same problem too. But if you can't live right on the beach, where it's just amazing and it costs too much to actually live there, so where most people live is, away from the beach a couple hours, and it's just terrible. So it's like, yeah, that sounds horrible. But it sounds like if you get a good place and you have the money for it, and you make it all work out, then yeah, it's awesome. But Florida is not huge on my list of places to go, except for I need to go there to catch a boat or a cruise, a ship. I want to go on 70 tons of metal. All right, Frankie, good call. Jesus, not trying to grow boof weed, that's for sure. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it'll be some fire. So yeah, it's that tropical blizzard. I have a high thing, and it's kind of cool. You can't really look it up on the strains list. Like if you go to Leafy or whatever, it's not there. It's a newer thing that he's doing on his own. It hasn't really caught on. So I feel like, I like being a part of something too that's kind of its own thing. And I'm all about the Northern California fucking strains, dude, and the growers. No hate from Colorado, dude. Colorado right now, the weed is not what I would like it to be. So I'm giving them a shot. Fuck yeah, dude. Uh, it was. I feel like a few years ago, like we were really pulling out some good stuff, but not anymore. Grand Panda Cat. Yeah, I'm in Pismo Beach. And it's hella expensive. Yeah, see, fucking no doubt. Uh, Pismo Beach, baby. Woo! Makes me think. I think it's Squidbillies. Anyway, Frankie, there are some nice places in Florida. Most of it's just terrible. See, and that's what I kind of learned. This puppy isn't terrible. This puppy's the best puppy ever, though. Come here and say hi to all the people. Come here. Come here and say hi to everybody. Come here. Oh, there's a girl. Oh, there's a puppy. Puppy, 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 puppy. Puppy, puppy, puppy. And a kitty. Well, you saw the puppy for a moment before the cat blocked it. That's usually the case. Oh, 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 oh. Well, everyone loves Phoenix. All right. We were just talking about how amazing Florida was. No, just joking. We were talking about how if you're not living in the most awesome place, which you'll never actually afford to live in, it's a hellhole. And that's the general consensus. Yeah, apparently it's all a hellhole. I have confirmation. Like I said, the only time I ever want to go to Florida is to leave Florida to go somewhere better, which I might have to do if I want to go like 70 tons of metal, which I want to, if it ever happens. 70,000, 70 tons, whatever. 70,000 tons of metal. 70K. All right, you're right. Mostly it's the people that are terrible, says Frankie. Yeah, yeah. That's not a good start though for a place to live. It's just the people that are horrible. He says, can a person catch flashbacks from shrooms? As a person who's done acid, I've never really had bad acid flashbacks either. I think it's always in your memory, but so no, I'd say mostly no. But the memory doesn't go away too easy, does it? Did you see the cat playing with the fucking dab rig? That song is good. Panda Cat. They are terrible here. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. That's how it is. And honestly, some parts of California felt that way, and Wyoming. Honestly, I hate to say it, but every time I leave Colorado, I have a strong feeling of I don't like leaving Colorado. People fucking Colorado's really open to people, and even we're not. We still have a bunch of assholes. So it's like, but I like where I live. I feel like close to Denver is pretty good. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to grab the torch. That's what I forgot. And then we will do a dab. Do a dabber. All right. All right. There we go. Ah, let's see. Pretty much everywhere besides Colorado is terrible, says Frankie. That's what I know that's what I said, but I do kind of feel that way, unfortunately. And I don't know about everywhere. There's a lot of places in Colorado are pretty, pretty terrible. Oh, we got kitties. Oh, yeah. See, it's cat vision. Look at that high definition fuzz. You think it's fuzzy, but it's actually not. Sandy, hey Venom, I've asked you this before, but I forgot what you said. Looking at Panda, it seems like she's purring, right? Or is that just heavy breathing? Right now, she's just breathing. She quickens her breath every time the dog's there, although it's gotten so much better. But yeah, she's not really purring. But I see what you're saying. She kind of, yeah, she's really not purring. So she kind of does that anyway. And there's the Ziggy. So come one, come all to the kitties. Uh, Frankie, if I were to move anywhere, it'd be Alaska. Ziggy, you're stepping in my weed and on it and stuff. Thank you. God, I don't have any treats to toss. No, I probably wouldn't do it anyway. She's so scared of the puppy. Here we go. Can we just see the puppy? I just want to show off the puppy a little. No, you can't see the puppy, she says. All right. Well, I'm trying to show you the guys the puppy, but the kitty's just determined to hide her at all costs. Oh, look, there's a puppy. There's a puppy. There's a puppy. Oh, 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 there's the puppy. There's the puppy. There's a puppy. There's a puppy. Oh, now Ziggy's in on it. Except for Ziggy just doesn't have any regard, just walks. I know, I'm trying to pay attention. There's some puppy dog. All right. So, let's see here. Cats are far more interested. Well, Bork. Bork. Cute puppy and kitty. Yeah, she's I hope you enjoy the kitty because yeah, she makes herself very she's a camera hog is what it is. And it makes it a little bit hard to do a dab, I'm not gonna lie. But we prevail and we love our kitties. The funny thing is, they only get on the fucking table when I'm doing the show. They are not a big fan of it any other time. Ziggy, for the love of Christ, I'm trying to light the torch and there's just kitties everywhere. All right. Up. There they go. All right. Hello, everybody. We're back. Yeah. Kitties do their thing. Gotta let kitties do their thing. There we go. Put that in there. Frankie, Kitty loves the attention. And it's easy to hide on the table. She knows that Phoenix will not jump on this table, which is really cool. She can tell that it's not safe, you know. She's smart as shit. So she's like, yeah, I'm not jumping on the table. Uh Even the cats, for having so much glass and shit put up everywhere, all my cats are super chill and haven't ever broken anything really. Very small uh things and nothing. All right, let's see if we can get us some puppy action going on now. Come on. There's a puppy. There's a puppy. Say hi to everybody. There's a puppy. Oh yeah. All right. Let's see what she can do. I'll do it for a little treat. All right. Hop up. Hop up. Oh, you're okay. Hop up. Okay. Give me a little one. Give me a little bird. Give me a bird. Oh. All right. Frankie, it's amazing how they don't knock over any of the bongs. Yeah, no shit. Um, I am lucky as well. So we are going to do this dab, and then we are going to call it a night because I have to do recording for the rest of the night, and then I work in the morning. So we are going to call it a night here shortly. Let's do a dab. Cheers to everybody. Thank you for sticking with me and the kitty and the puppy and all the amazing little furry animals that are in my mind. Anyway, let's safely try to do this away from everybody, including myself. Alrighty. And it'll be nice to turn these lights off because my eyes are killing me. But be prepared. There is things hopefully in the works. I'm going to do a video, a bunch of short videos on my grow, how I put everything together. So I'm happy for that. Should be fun and easy. Nice little videos. Yeah, I always got shit in mind. All right. And right now is no different. I have a lot of cool ideas for shit. Got no hash though, so I might have to get some hash. Hold on. All right. So this is some mint ice cream. I think it's mint ice cream cake is the name of this stuff, which I love the mint stuff, although this isn't the most amazing hash, but usually I'm a big fan. So there we go. That's better reading. Almost killed myself. All right. So anybody who can do a dab with me, please do. Keep your eyes out. I have a lot of things in store. I don't have any shows with the band. Yeah, the mint ones are good, Frankie. Yeah, I like the mints a lot. Mints, limes, and apples. If I had a grow right now, or if I was a breeder, I would try to do a mint lime apple combination, and that would be my own thing. Weird, but I think it'd be great, good. Anyway, cheers to everybody. hopefully soon I'll have a bunch more videos and be in touch a lot more. Also, like I said, I don't have any shows with the band on Saturdays for a long time, so more Shatterdays. So cheers, everybody! Thank you not only for being here tonight, but just staying in touch all the time. So thank you guys. Oh, whoa! Not bad. Not too bad though. I will say that too. I've always had okay luck. This is one of the worst mint ones I've had. Still like them. But cheers, everybody. Cheers, says Frankie. Cheers, that man. Cheers, freak. Cheers. Make sure to blow it away from the kitty. The little kitty there. All right. Time to sober up slightly for the next few minutes, at least, and do some recording tonight. So I got a whole bunch of shit to do. Fun shit. I love recording. So hopefully we can get a song or two tonight. And if so, we can what you call it, get a single out immediately, an EP out right after that. I personally think a music video is in store, but I might have to start a GoFundMe or something. I might need advice from whatever's the best way to do that. And then everything else I have planned coming up. Sandy, cheers to you. You sent me an email a while ago. I forgot to respond to it. I've just been so goddamn busy. You are always amazing. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch with anybody. And Vault, fucking community Vault, fucking sorry I haven't been back with all the. There's a bunch of people too. So shit's been crazy. I try to be better about that shit, and sometimes I've just been mentally fucking fucked, which I found out a lot is a symptom of having a fucked up heart and being fucking nutrient deficient or vitamin deficient or whatever. So from a bunch of shit. So hopefully all my shit's gonna start going on the up and up. I got my grow going. I got my life going. Got my shoulder about to get fixed up, so that'll be like a lot of pain off of it eventually. So can't wait, guys. Good things in the future, not just for me, but for all of you. That's what I'm hoping for. Till then, take it easy, keep it keefy, and we'll see you next time.